KOFO Radio, 103.7 FM and 1220 AM welcomes you to the Santa Claus Show. Brought to you by title sponsor Kansas State Bank and in part by the following sponsors: DIY, Bob Allen Ford, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Morningstar Care Homes, Pizza Time, Sears Hometown Store, Layton Real Estate, Liberty Pawn and Gold, High Tech Relief Center, and El Sol Mexican Restaurant. Now, here's your host, Derek Chappell.
And a good evening and welcome to the Santa Claus Show for tonight on KOFO. I'm Derek Chappell, your host. It's great to have you along tonight. We are here and we enjoy both young and old to join us for the Santa Claus Show, so we're glad you're here with us. You know, Christmas spirit has no age limit. That's why from 7 to 77, we're glad you're here tonight and joining with us. We want to gather the kids around the radio so you can hear Santa Claus on 103.7 FM or 1220 AM. You can also hear us online at our KOFO Radio YouTube page. Or if you have an Android phone, just download the Next Radio app. It uses very little data and battery, and you're actually listening to your radio or FM radio right there through your phone. So enjoy us well on the Next Radio app. You know, we're going to do a couple of things tonight on the Santa Claus Show. Before we get the jolly old elf here on the phone himself, we're going to call Santa in just a minute. He's at North Pole Control, by the way. He's going to read some more letters tonight that he's received from all the good girls and boys in our listening area. So if your child's put his or her letter in our North Pole Express mailbox, we hope you have them listening with you tonight around radio, because Santa is going to read plenty of letters on the air tonight. From what I understand, the mailbag is pretty full, so we're going to enjoy that here in just a little while. We'll also accept your phone calls at 242-1220. Again, if you want to talk directly to Santa Claus, and that is available to anyone, any age. Like we said a minute ago, that Christmas spirit really has no age. So last week, I know we had some calls from some, what I want to say, older kids. So, again, 7, 77, 97, I don't care. We want to hear from you tonight on the Santa Claus Show, and we'll be happy to get you connected to the jolly old elf himself at the North Pole, and we're going to do that here in just a couple minutes. Now, we may have some of you who are new to the show here tonight, and if you are, we're glad to have you along with us tonight. Let's tell you how this works a little bit. What we've done is we've got some sponsor locations around the area where you can drop off your letter to Santa. And those locations include our title sponsor, Kansas State Bank. And by the way, Santa is going to be there on Friday, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Bob Allen Ford in South Ottawa, Morningstar Care Homes. They have two locations, Ottawa and Baldwin City. The Ottawa Recreation Commission at 15th and Ash. DIY Supply in South Ottawa, Pizza Time in downtown Ottawa. Also, while you're downtown, you can drop by Sears and drop your letter off there. Layton Real Estate in Wellsville, High Tech Relief Center, and El Sol Mexican Restaurant. Both of those are in downtown Ottawa. And Liberty Pawn and Gold, First and Main in Ottawa. So they all have the North Pole Express mailbox set up at these locations, and they have been granted the special elf status that we've talked about, which means once you put that letter in that mailbox, it goes right to Santa just like that. So I was on the phone earlier today talking to a couple of Santa's elves, and they said his mailbag is overflowing with letters from all the good girls and boys in the KOFO listening area. So to be sure and thank these sponsors when you visit them to drop off your letters for being a sponsor location of our North Pole Express mailbox and giving all the children in the area the opportunity to drop off a letter and talk to Santa Claus on the telephone. So that's how it works here on the Santa Claus Show on KOFO. And again, we are so glad to have you along tonight and gathered around the radio or the computer or wherever it may be. Again, you can check that YouTube page, the KOFO Radio YouTube page, and you can listen to the show that way as well. So that's how it works on the Santa Claus Show. We actually had, I think we did 3 shows last week. We're going to do 3 shows this week with Santa Claus. I know he's a busy, busy man, and he's got a couple weeks till Christmas is here, and we're going to talk to him about that here in just a second. In fact, let me go ahead and see if I can get Santa on the phone, and we're going to find out just how busy he actually is. I'm guessing very, because we got, like I said, a couple of weeks to go, so we're just happy that he has granted us the time. Hopefully.
North Pole Telephone and Telegraph, how may I direct your call?
This is Derek at KOFO. Can I talk to Santa Claus, please?
One moment, please.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
It is the jolly old elf himself. Santa, how are you?
Doing well, doing very well.
How are things at the North Pole?
Oh, we're so busy.
I can't even imagine. You realize, Santa, you got 2 weeks until Christmas.
Yes.
Well, like I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You've got 2 weeks to go. Tell me, Santa, first of all, thank you again for being with us, and it's just fantastic to have you here again. I've had so many people talk to me about being able to hear Santa and talk to him, and the kids are just so excited about it. So thank you for your time. I know you're busy. I'm still a kid at heart, so it's fantastic for me to get to call Santa Claus. So thank you very much. Tell me a little bit about Santa, about what's going on at the North Pole with 2 weeks to go. It's crunch time.
2 weeks crunch time. You're absolutely right. The elves are extremely busy right now with lots and lots and lots of toys going on. We have our special division for IT toys. They're actually a little bit behind on this, so we're doing our best to get caught up. We're checking the lists. We have so many lists right now. We have the toy list and the good kids, the things the good kids have requested. We're working on the naughty and nice list. You know, we're doing our best to get some of the naughty ones over on the nice list.
Well, now, by the time you leave Santa on Christmas Eve, I assume your goal is to have an empty naughty list and a full nice list.
Absolutely, yes. We want to get down to zero.
What are some of the things that you see the kids doing to get off that naughty list and get on that nice list? So we can maybe give a few ideas if there may be some on the fence right now.
They're helping with extra chores and helping around the house. They're helping their younger brothers and sisters with their homework.
That's a good one.
You know, there's places where snow is coming down pretty good. I hear the East Coast is getting buried pretty badly, and a lot of the kids are out shoveling snow with that. They're being creative. They're being very creative.
That's awesome. You know, I was the kind of student that my little brother had to help me with my homework, Santa.
I remember that.
Yeah, so I was more than welcome to have that happen. But no, I am so glad that there's a lot of good things happening to get on that nice list. And again, there's plenty out there, so I'm sure you see it. How are the reindeer?
Reindeer are beefing up. I've had Rudolph in the weight room for a while. He's working on the hay and the carrots. We're throwing a little molasses in on the hay just for a little extra calories so he can beef up a little bit.
Now, Santa, I know right now, like we said, it's very, very busy, and I did talk to one of your elves earlier today about the mail, and be sure you had letters. And what I was told is that you've got a pretty full mailbag from the boys and girls in the KOF listening area. Is that true?
Yes, I do. I have quite a few.
That is great. I'm so glad that the kids are getting out, and and I want to thank the parents as well for getting the kids out to our North Pole Express mailbox locations to drop those off. Give me some of the names, Santa, of some of the boys and girls maybe who sent you letters that we're going to hear from that you're going to read tonight.
Easton and Ryder, Buddy. Let's see, who else do we have here? Ryan, and Reese.
Okay.
And Jake. We got quite a few.
We've got quite a few. Well, that is so fantastic. And again, I'm so glad, and I hope all of these kids are gathered around the radio tonight because they're going to get to hear Santa Claus read their letters. And again, you can drop those off, parents, at our sponsor locations. We'll give you more of those here in just a little bit. So we're also, Santa, if you're okay with this, we'll take more phone calls. I know we've got this special line connected to you at the North Pole, which allows me to connect the kids to you from here at the Bob Allen Ford Studios at KOFO. So if you're okay with that, we'll talk to some more kids on the phone tonight as well.
Would love to hear from more children.
Kids, you know who this is. This is Santa Claus, and he's here on KOFO. Santa, why don't you go ahead and dive into some of those letters for us? Because I know there's some boys and girls sitting around their radio tonight with their parents waiting to hear their letter to be read. So they don't want to hear me talk. They want to hear Santa Claus with a big ho, ho, ho in their letter. So dive right in there, Santa.
I got a letter here from Easton. He wants a fire truck, a boat, and some trucks and trailers. He says, my elf, Elfie, has been watching over me. So thank you very much for this nice letter, Easton. I also have another letter from Ryder. Ryder says, I want a monkey, a Humpty Dumpty, and a wall. My elf Marvin has been watching over me. So thank you, Ryder. Appreciate that.
Did Ryder say a monkey?
A monkey.
Wow. That's quite a... You know, when I was a kid, I wanted a monkey, too. But, again, I had a little brother, so I had that covered. But a monkey, that's something you probably don't get much request for. A monkey. I love that one, Ryder. That's a great request, Ryder. That would have been on my list, too. So thank you for sharing the monkey request. That's great.
We have Ivan here. Ivan would like a choo-choo train, and he wants a green choo-choo train.
A green choo-choo. You know, you have been delivering choo-choo trains forever and a day.
As long as there's been choo-choo trains.
Do you still see a lot of trains around the trees like you did maybe years and years ago?
Not quite as often, but still, it's one of the nicest scenes that I can think of.
Kind of a bonus when you show up and there's a train running around the tree.
Yes, it is.
To me, that's just a Christmas. That just says Christmas right there with a train running around the Christmas tree. Well, thank you, Ivan, for that letter to Santa Claus, and we hope you enjoyed hearing him read your letter. Go ahead, Santa.
We have one here from Brantley. Brantley says, I would like a tractor, a green or white one, and Ella, the elf, has been watching over me.
Okay.
I like that. The elves get around a little bit, you know. I'm sure you've seen them here and there. You probably don't notice them, but you see them. If you look under their hat, you can see the ears. There's some elves out there. I have one from Katzen. Katzen would like to have a lizard.
A lizard?
A lizard.
A lizard. Well, that's an interesting one. I don't think I've heard too many requests for lizards in my day, but again, I'm sure you see just a little bit of everything.
Every so often.
A lizard. That's fantastic. I can imagine a lizard running around your big gift bag there and just causing all kinds of fun and havoc.
Crawl up on my shoulder and they watch watch the trip. You know, they'll get a little cold and they get back underneath my beard.
A lizard. That's a great one.
Yeah. So anyhow, I have a letter here from Gabriel. Dear Santa, here are some things that I would like to have for Christmas. It says a go-kart, an electric scooter, an RC car, Power Wheels, Batman versus Superman, a frog.
A frog. We've got a frog and a lizard.
And a monkey.
And a monkey. It's pet night.
Yep.
That's
Movies,
awesome.
And some more on the back here. And Cincy Buddies. I'm not... Okay.
That was Gabriel?
Yes, that was Gabriel.
Gabriel has some motorized requests there at the beginning.
That's RC car.
Yeah.
Those are a lot of fun.
That is a lot of fun. That's fantastic. Gabriel, thank you so much for your letter to Santa. That's a fantastic thing, and I hope you enjoyed hearing Santa read your letter on the air. By the way, if you're just joining us, Pizza Time at the Bob Allen Ford Studios is 6:18. That's 18 past 6 o'clock, and we are talking to Santa Claus, and he is reading letters from children in the KOFO listening area. I have a direct line to Santa at the North Pole. He's at North Pole Control, if you will, in the big house there where their elves are out making toys and the reindeer are getting ready. So if you're gathered around the radio and enjoying the show, please stick around because we're having a lot of fun with Santa Claus tonight. Santa, let's go ahead and get another one before we take a quick break.
Another letter. Dear Santa, this is what I would like to have. Once a Batman versus Superman, Carkers. Let's see, what else? A Magnaset stuff, board games. And in my stocking, I would like to have Tic Tacs, candy, and lightsaber. Let's see what else he has here. He has a lot of stuff.
A lightsaber?
A lightsaber.
Is that a stocking stuffer item?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think we could do it.
Well, then I'm going to throw one in my stocking. I guarantee you that. If I can get a lightsaber in my stocking. Who is that from? Who was the name on that one?
That is from... Oh, let me get it around here. Caleb.
All right, Caleb. If I get a lightsaber, I'm going to look you up. We'll have some fun, okay?
There you go.
I would love a lightsaber for Christmas. So,
hey, do we have a time for a joke?
By the way, Santa, keep that on the list, on my list of the stocking stuffer, lightsaber.
Yep.
Santa, by the way, is so much fun, and he's just so jovial, and you love the laugh. You love to hear the ho 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 and all that.
Oh yes.
Santa asked me if he could tell a joke.
Yep.
Santa, please do, because I think we'd love to hear that.
As long as you don't tell the reindeer.
Okay.
Okay, we got to keep it secret, okay? Do you know why it is that we hang bells on the reindeer?
Why do you hang bells on the reindeer, Santa?
The horns don't work.
Santa is funny on top of everything else. Santa, thank you so much. We're going to read some more letters. We'll be back with more. We're going to give Santa a quick break to get some more letters together. When we return, we'll share more of those, and we'll talk some more about Christmas traditions like we have in the last few shows. You're listening to the Santa Claus Show on KOFO.
Here's your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast.
Hi, it's Lou Baker from CarStar in Ottawa. We stand behind our repairs with local lifetime warranty and CarStar Limited 5-year nationwide warranty. 1-800-CarStar. Relax, we'll take it from here.
Your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast from the Bob Allen Ford Weather Center. A burn ban in effect for all 6 counties in the KOFO listening area continues through this evening. Tonight, overcast during the early evening, then gradual clearing, breezy and a low of 25. Tomorrow, sunny and a high of 44. Tomorrow night, mostly clear, a low of 28, and Wednesday, sunny and breezy once again, but a high of 58 on Wednesday. Wednesday night, partly clear skies, a low of 31. And on Thursday, a 20% chance of showers afternoon, partly sunny skies, and a high of 44. Thursday night, partly clear, 24. And we wrap up the week on Friday with sunny skies and a high of 48. Weekend looks pretty good. Saturday, sunny and 57. Sunday, mostly sunny and 51. That's your forecast from the KOFO Bob Allen Ford Weather Center.
Pizza. The bald-headed, yellow-skinned guy behind me has just discovered pizza time.
Cheese bread, buffalo wings.
You'll be drooling, too, with every bite of everything on the menu. Know what makes pizza time the best?
Dough.
Yeah, that's right. Fresh-made dough gives pizza time pizza its wonderfully delicious flavor.
Beer, wonderful, glorious beer.
Got that, too. And with football season here, there's no better place to watch a game or go after you've played one.
Pizza, beer.
Close. It's pizza time. 208 South Main in Ottawa, 785-242-TIME.
Hey, this is Jake.
And this is Shelton.
From High Tech Relief Center.
We provide managed IT services to...
Whoa. It's IT.
Oh, man.
Well, just hit Control-Alt-Delete and start again.
We provide managed IT services to Ottawa and the surrounding area.
So if you need help with your wireless network, website, security cameras, or just have general computer issues,
give High Tech Relief Center a call at 785-229-0541.
HTRCKC.com. Find us on Facebook at High Tech Relief.
It's a choice many of us will be faced with. What to do when a parent, a spouse, or another loved one can no longer take care of themselves. There is an answer. Morningstar Care Homes. With real homes in residential neighborhoods, Morningstar Care Homes provides professional, individualized care for seniors dealing with Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, or other memory-related issues. Previously known as Comfort Care Homes, Morningstar will provide the same compassionate home-style care you've come to know and expect. Call 785-594-2603 or visit online at morningstarcarehomes.com.
DIY Supply is your home base for home and farm improvement in Ottawa. You've been good to us, and we want to give that back to the community. Come in today and find out how to win a full-size Yeti cooler and support the Franklin County Cancer Foundation. This isn't a Fetty, a fake Yeti. It's a real Yeti and can be yours. While you're there, shop for the handymen or handy women on your Christmas list. DIY Supply at 2204 South Prince and Circle Drive in Ottawa. Very proud supporter of the Franklin County Cancer Foundation.
Welcome back to the Santa Claus Show on KOFO. Derek Chappell with you, your host again tonight. And Santa's going to read some more letters here in just a minute. You can also call and talk to Santa, by the way. 242-1220 is the phone number. Again, we encourage all the kids to gather around the phone and give Santa a call. Or whatever your age, it doesn't matter. Last week, we had a few callers. We were talking about Christmas traditions last week. And Santa, if I can take just a minute here, I want to share one that I thought of today. That my wife and I were talking about some things when we were in grade school. And I had kind of forgotten about this, but it was one of my favorite traditions being in grade school. And I went to Garfield School here in Ottawa, and our principal at the time was Mr. Hoagland, Don Hoagland, great man, principal for forever there at Garfield. And what we used to do at Garfield School, and you'd look forward to this every year, was we would gather in the hallway right outside the lunchroom area and right outside the principal's office, and the entire school would cram into the hallway, and you'd have from kindergarten all the way in the back was 6th grade. So you'd go all the way back by age and by class. And in the afternoon for, I don't know, it seemed like an hour, maybe 2 hours. It was probably 20 minutes, but it seemed like a couple of hours. We would stand in that hallway and sing Christmas carols.
Oh, excellent.
And the whole school would do it, and Mr. Hoagland would lead us, and it was just one of the greatest traditions that I remember in school. You looked forward to it every year. And the cool part was that when you got to be in 6th grade and you were the older kids, you got to do the ho ho ho, and you got to do all the cool stuff that the 6th graders got to do. So that, in thinking about it today and thinking about talking to you tonight, Santa Claus, was one of my favorite traditions when I was growing up, when I was a youngster here in Ottawa at Garfield. I would love to hear some more traditions from some others listening tonight, so maybe some moms and dads around the radio. So feel free to call and share those at 242-1220. You can share them with myself and Santa Claus as well. But that's mine. That's mine for tonight. My tradition to share is singing the Christmas carols, and just loved it. We practiced in the classroom, for a couple of weeks before, for those that didn't know all the words, and we'd sing them in class, and so you could walk up and down the halls and hear them coming out of the classrooms here and there, and we'd study them, we'd practice them in music class, and then we'd get in the hallway and sing them. So it was a fantastic time, great memory, and loved doing that when we were at Garfield.
Music is so important to the Christmas season.
It is.
It's
I mean, when you think about it, it's Christmas music is you only hear it a certain time of year. 11 months later, but you remember every word 11 months later.
Yep.
That's the beauty of it. They stick with you. So, Christmas traditions, call us 242-1220. Young and old, you're never too old to talk to Santa Claus. If you have some more letters, Santa, I would love to make some more kids happy hearing your voice reading their letters.
Well, this one comes from Reese. Reese says he would like a sloppy dog game, a Ninja Turtle mashup, a Foot Clan action figure, a new baseball glove, that's important.
That's important.
And bat, and a new Nerf gun. He wants a new Cubs hat.
Oh,
a new Cubs hat.
A new Cubs hat.
We need that.
That kind of goes with the glove. So, Reese, I hope you're good with all these things. I like the Ninja Turtle request myself, and the glove and the hat. Nice touch.
He says, finally, I'd like an Emmanuel Moore jersey.
Oh, you know what? Emmanuel would love that. Emmanuel up at KU, and that's a fantastic request, Reese. Thank you for writing to Santa Claus, buddy, and I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and you get all those things that are on your wish list this year. Thanks, Reese.
This one's from Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
Ryan says, he asks how I'm doing. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate the interest.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah. Well, I would like a Rexy from CalU. A watch, and he would like his dog to feel better.
Oh, well, let's hope the dog feels better. That's always important.
And he says, Merry Christmas, ho, 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 love Ryan.
Oh, that's awesome. What a great letter, and I'd love to hear Santa say ho, 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 by the way.
Ho, ho, ho.
242-1220 is our phone number if you'd like to talk to Santa Claus here on the air. He is actually in the North Pole, but we've got that special line to the North Pole that Santa has granted us access to a few times here on the Santa Claus Show on KOFO. 628 is our pizza time, and I'm coming to you from the Bob Allen Ford Studios. Santa is at North Pole Control, a busy place with only 2 weeks until Christmas, by the way. So you still have time to get those letters in to Santa Claus, and we're going to give you those locations here in just a few minutes so you can do that. Just drop those off, and like we said, they go right to Santa at the North Pole when you do that. We got some great sponsor locations. We'll talk to you a little bit about those and about how Santa Claus is going to be at Kansas State Bank here in Ottawa this Friday. So not only can you talk to him tonight on the phone, you can sit on his lap on Friday at Kansas State Bank. Won't that be a fun time, Santa?
That'd be great. Ho, ho, ho.
Looking forward to that. So why don't we jump into a couple more letters before we have to take another quick break, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about some of those sponsor locations and another thing here that we're doing at KOFO to help our community this holiday season.
Yep. Avi writes that she would like to have a laptop for Christmas, and she says, boom. I like that. Boom.
It's a mic drop. Boom. I want the laptop. Boom, Santa. Make it happen. Thank you, Avi, for your letter. We appreciate that.
Yes, thank you, Avi. Appreciate that. Yes, dear Santa, I want a Nintendo 64 for Christmas from Jack. And he drew me a really nice picture, some stars on the back of the letter as well. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate that.
Was that Jake or Jack? Jake, sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, Jake, thank you for your letter. A Nintendo 64. That's
Nintendo
awesome.
64. Those
Nintendo 64.
I remember when the Ataris came out.
Yeah, well, see, over time, your elves have had to adapt to a lot of different technology that they get to make. That's so cool.
Training is important at the North Pole.
That's so cool.
Training is important.
I wish I could hang out with the elves one day.
Andrew writes, Dear Santa, I would like a musical instrument for Christmas. Drums are my favorite, please, sir. And that is from Andrew.
And Andrew, you know what? Drums would make your parents very happy.
It would.
I think that would make your parents very happy to get a set of drums. That's awesome. I hope you get drums. I used to play the drums when I was in school.
Yes.
But I couldn't keep a beat very well, so that went away.
The jazz band at the North Pole, we have drums for them as well, and what we do is we use electronic drums.
Oh, well, I could do that.
And that way we can control the volume of it, and so the mix is really good.
Well, that's cool. They used to call me Sticks.
Is that because you were skinny?
So I thought it was because I was playing the drums. No, it's because I weighed about 50 pounds when I was in 6th grade. Thank you, Santa. Appreciate that. You're listening to the Santa Claus Show on KOFO. We've got more letters to read, and we'll take your calls at 242-1220. Do more of that right after this.
El Sol Mexican Restaurant. Authentic Mexican dishes served right here in Ottawa. From appetizers to combination plates, specialty dishes to steak platters. And for los niños 12 and under, a fantastic kids menu. And don't forget their daily food and drink specials. El Sol Mexican Restaurant, open Monday through Thursday, 11 till 9. Friday and Saturday, 11 till 10. And Sunday, 11 till 3. At 210 South Main Street, right here in Ottawa. Find them online at OttawaElSolMexicanRestaurant.com.
Like Liberty Pawn and Gold is the best place to get the whole gang Christmas presents. Oh, yeah? Ready, run and roll? Zoinks! I got the gang shotguns, PlayStations, and diamond necklaces. And we'll be right. Sorry, old pal. They have everything but your snacks. Come on, let's head to Liberty Pawn and Gold at First and Main in Ottawa, and I'll get you something. Ready to roll. Ruby, Ruby, Roo. Like, slow down, old pal.
Chad Bruner, Director of the Ottawa Recreation Commission.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission would like to thank all of our volunteers for their service in helping with the ORC. These individuals play an important role in everything we do here. The time and effort the volunteers put in help us achieve our goals. From all the ORC staff and board members, the ORC would like to recognize and say thank you to all the volunteers, both past and present, for their service. Thank you.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission, bringing recreation to life.
At DIY, we don't want you to have to wait for Black Friday to get Black Friday prices.
Oh, if it's not Black Friday, then what is it? Lavender Wednesday?
Oh, hi, Santa. What it is huge savings now without the wait. Bostitch 6-gallon 150 PSI compressor for $99. A big selection of case pocket knives for stocking stuffers, and great prices on Yeti coolers, too.
Periwinkle Tuesday.
Monday through Saturday from 7:30 to 7 and Sunday from 9 to 5. 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive in Ottawa. DIY Supply, your home base for home and farm improvement.
Cerulean Blue Monday.
You got a little rum in your noggin, don't you?
A little bit.
Huge selection, the biggest savings, and the best customer service after you buy your vehicle. That's Bob Allen Ford, and now we're here in Ottawa, Kansas. The purchase experience is easy. Shop from the comfort of your home at Bob Allen Ford Ottawa and BobAllenFord.com. Select the inventory you would like to see, and we'll do the rest. From new F-150s to Explorers, Escapes, and Fusions, we've got you covered. Don't forget the pre-owned selection of low-mileage, under-warranty cars and trucks from all manufacturers. All Fords are created equal. It's your dealer that makes the difference. The difference is Bob Allen Ford here in Ottawa. It's a choice many of us will be faced with. What to do when a parent, a spouse, or another loved one can no longer take care of themselves. There is an answer. Morningstar Care Homes. With real homes in residential neighborhoods, Morningstar Care Homes provides professional, individualized care for seniors dealing with Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, or other memory-related issues. Previously known as Comfort Care Homes, Morningstar will provide the same compassionate home-style care you've come to know and expect. Call 785-594-2603 or visit online at morningstarcarehomes.com.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas.
Welcome back to the Santa Claus Show on KOFO. Derek Chappell here at the Bob Allen Ford Studios. Santa Claus on the phone at the North Pole.
Ho, 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 ho. Yes, I am.
And we are so grateful to have Santa Claus here again for another Santa Claus Show. And if you're just joining us, you're here for the first time, we want to explain to you how this works. We have sponsor locations around our listening area where you can drop off your letters to Santa. We've had plenty hit the mailbag, obviously. Santa's got a full mailbag there at the North Pole because he's already read about a dozen or so tonight, and we're just so grateful for all the boys and girls in the listening area to have a chance to drop off those letters. And we want to thank our sponsors for that. So let me tell you where they are. Our title sponsor, again, is Kansas State Bank. And Santa will be there on this Friday afternoon. We'll be broadcasting live, by the way, from 2:30 to 5:30 on Friday at Kansas State Bank and get to meet Santa Claus. I'm looking forward to that. Bob Allen Ford in South Ottawa. Morningstar Care Homes at Ottawa and Baldwin City. Ottawa Recreation Commission at 15th and Ash in Ottawa. DIY Supply in South Ottawa. Pizza Time downtown. Sears downtown. Leighton Real Estate up in Wellsville. If you're there, drop off your letter there. High Tech Relief Center downtown Ottawa. Also El Sol Mexican Restaurant. And Liberty Pawn and Gold at First and Main in Ottawa. So those are your sponsor locations. Feel free to drop those letters off to the North Pole Express mailbox. You can draw Santa pictures, as many have done, obviously. Write Santa a letter. Wish Santa well. Put some things on your wish list this holiday. And again, you can do that no matter your age. So drop those off for Santa Claus. Why don't we jump back into some more letters? I tell you what, while you read a few, Santa, I'm going to just whip up a big old hot chocolate here and kick back with some marshmallows in it and listen to some of these letters. There's nothing better than a little Christmas time and Santa Claus and some hot chocolate.
Some hot chocolate.
Oh, it's great. So you go ahead and do that. I'm going to make that right now.
All right. We have a letter here from Piper. She says, Dear Santa, she would like to have a phone with a teal case, clothing, hoverboard, jewelry. She wants a white Christmas. I will do my very best to fill that one. Black boots, cute clothing, she says, and a pair of Paris, makeup, and a Christmas tree. That's a good list. That's a good long list.
That's a full list. Thank you, Piper, for writing that list.
Yes, thank you, Piper. We have another one here from Phoenix. Phoenix says, Dear Santa, I would like Pirates and Smurfs, also some Legos, and we will leave you some cookies and milk. Thank you, Phoenix. That is wonderful.
Cookies and milk. We've talked about that on some of our shows we've had with Santa's, the cookies and milk thing. And I got to tell you, every time I leave here after we talk about cookies and milk, when we're on the Santa Claus show, I have this urge to go home and have cookies and milk.
I do have cookies and milk.
I know you do. Well, I assume you got to practice eating them?
Absolutely.
I've seen your picture, Santa. It looks like you practice quite a bit. So, hey, kids, don't forget to leave those cookies for Santa Claus because he loves the cookies and the milk.
Yep, chocolate chip and chocolate milk or hot chocolate goes really well with it.
I assume you got to get your gloves a little wet dunking like that.
Yep.
But I'm sure that's okay.
It is. They self-clean. It is Christmas magic.
It's magic. Santa is full of magic. Read some more magic letters, if you would, Santa, for some of these kids to make them happy.
Certainly would. Dear Santa, I have been a good girl this year. I love you. Thank you. I love you too, Zoe. I would like a toy baby, please. Mommy would like to have some makeup too. I would like a big ice cream cone as well. Be careful while you're flying around the world. I love you. Have a good day. See you soon. Love, Zoe.
That's a fantastic letter. I think that's one of the best we've had right there because Zoe not only told us what she would like, she told Santa she loves him and she wished him well and to be careful. That's just a thoughtful kid. Great letter, Zoe. Thank you so much for sending that, and we hope you enjoyed hearing your letter from Santa Claus.
It is the caring heart. The caring heart that is wonderful.
If you're just joining us, by the way, this is the Santa Claus Show on KOFO. We'll have a few more of these before the holidays, and the whole gist of it is to give your child a chance to hear Santa Claus read their letter on the air.
Yep. Rayleigh sent me a letter here. It's a picture. It looks like an elf with a blue hat, and then a picture of me on the back. That's beautiful. Thank you, Rayleigh. Appreciate that.
You got to love those picture letters, don't you?
We'll hang that one up in the workshop as well so the elves can enjoy it as well. Kayla Jacobs sent me a letter here. Dear Santa, I'll take 2 unicorns, please.
Hey, go big or go home. Not just one unicorn. Give me 2.
2. Thank you, Kayla.
2 unicorns.
Yep.
Wow.
And Dear Santa, Legos, ponies, a playhouse, a phone, and rattles for my brother. A little hat for my brother as well, a chalkboard, a tin car, and a scarf. Love, Alexis.
Alexis, that's quite a list, Alexis. That is quite a list.
All right. And
Thank you, Alexis, for sending that in. That's a great list, sending your list to Santa Claus.
Ashlyn sends me a letter. She says she would like Under Armour shoes and a hoodie, a tablet, a watch, a Raiders outfit. Now, if I remember correctly, Ottawa is in the Kansas City area, isn't it?
That's true. You've got some Raider fans here, so we have to respect that. Despite the score yesterday, we have to respect the Raider fans because Santa loves everyone.
That is true.
No matter what team they're a fan of, Santa loves everyone. So I hope you do get those Raiders gear. I really do.
All right, Ashlyn. Let's see. Oh, she also wants Raiders gloves, hat, and pants.
Well, she'll stay warm.
She will.
As she watches the Raiders.
Yes.
Win or lose either way. She'll stay warm. Thank you for your letter. We appreciate that very much.
All right, here's a letter from Damien. It says, I would like a Nerf dart gun, a watch, a Chiefs mug.
There you go.
Now, that's a little more appropriate for the Kansas City area, isn't it?
A Chiefs mug. Very nice.
Yep. Uh-oh.
What do we got?
And then they want a Raiders sign as well, and then a Chiefs helmet. Got quite a bit from Damien here. Thank you, Damien. And also drew a nice picture of a sleigh and a reindeer as well.
Damien, I'm going to bet that picture goes right up on Santa's fridge with the others on a great big fridge there at the North Pole.
That's going to be in my office, actually. I like that picture.
Santa, before we jump into another letter, we're going to have to take another break here in just a minute, but I want to mention something here that the mom and dads may want to hear that are listening tonight, and I hope you do. This is something that we've done, we did it last year at our first go-around. We're going to try it again this year. It's called our Happy Holiday Helper campaign, and I thought this would be a good time to talk about that during the Santa Claus show here on KOFO. What we want you to do is send us your story. Here's how the Happy Holiday Helper works. We know in our community that there are many who are in need this holiday season, who may need a little hand in creating Christmas for the family, or maybe paying a bill they're behind on to help relieve some of the stress of the holiday, things like this. Maybe there's not enough there for a big family meal on Christmas Day. So what we're doing is we want to hear your story. If you need a happy holiday helper in your life this holiday season, Send us your story by email, kofo@kofo.com. You can send us a private message on our KOFO Radio Facebook page, or you can drop off a letter here at our station at 320 East Radio Road. We want to know what your story is. And then we're going to accept those letters through Friday. Okay, on this Friday, we'll gather them all together, and then over the weekend, we're going to pick 3 letters. And starting on Monday, on the Brad Howard Early Morning Show, a week from today, we're going to read one per day. And each day, we're going to read the letter, we're going to talk to the individual on the phone who wrote that letter, and then we're going to turn it over to our KOFO listening family and our advertisers to be happy holiday helpers for each family for 3 days. So last year, we did this for the first time, and we had gifts of toys. We had just other gifts. I remember one lady showed up with a box full of new board games that she just went and bought for no reason for these families. We had food donations. We had volunteers from our businesses in the area for auto repair, for home repair, and we even had a local business who donated a car last year to a mother who had lost her car in an accident and was in need and lived out of town and needed transportation to get her kids to school. So we had one business even donate a car. So whether it's that big or $5, $10, $50, whatever it may be, call your friends to match your donation or whatever. We're going to ask for those each day, and then we're going to gather those up. And then Thursday and Friday of that next week, we will go and do some shopping, okay? And we're going to do some shopping on the lists that these families might need to help them have a very happy holiday. So we're inviting you to be a happy holiday helper, and it all starts next week, but we want your letters and your story this week. Again, send it by email to kofo@kofo.com, send us a message on our Facebook page, or drop it off here at the station at 320 East Radio Road, and we appreciate all the help you can provide and helping us help those in the community who need those happy holiday helpers. You're listening to the Santa Claus Show on KOFO. More letters and calls up next.
Huge selection, the biggest savings, and the best customer service after you buy your vehicle. That's Bob Allen Ford, and now we're here in Ottawa, Kansas. The purchase experience is easy. Shop from the comfort of your home at Bob Allen Ford Ottawa and BobAllenFord.com. Select the inventory you would like to see, and we'll do the rest. From new F-150s to Explorers, Escapes, and Fusions, we've got you covered. Don't forget the pre-owned selection of low-mileage, under-warranty cars and trucks from all manufacturers. All Fords are created equal. It's your dealer that makes the difference. The difference is Bob Allen Ford here in Ottawa.
Pizza. The bald-headed, yellow-skinned guy behind me has just discovered pizza time.
Cheese bread, buffalo wings.
You'll be drooling, too, with every bite of everything on the menu. Know what makes pizza time the best?
Dough.
That's right. Fresh-made dough gives Pizza Time pizza its wonderfully delicious flavor.
Beer, wonderful, glorious beer.
Got that, too. And with football season here, there's no better place to watch a game or go after you've played one.
Pizza, beer.
Close. It's Pizza Time. 208 South Main in Ottawa, 785-242-TIME.
Like Liberty Pawn and Gold is the best place to get the whole gang Christmas presents. Oh, yeah? Ruby Run and Roll? Zoinks! I got the gang shotguns, PlayStations, and diamond necklaces. And Ruby Rack? Sorry, old pal. They have everything but your snacks. Come on, let's head to Liberty Pawn and Gold at 1st and Main in Ottawa, and I'll get you something. Ready to roll, Ruby, Ruby, Roo. Like, slow down, old pal.
Our goal at Leighton Real Estate is not to be the biggest real estate firm. Our goal is to be the best for you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, a move-up buyer, an investor, or maybe downsizing, you'll want Leighton Real Estate's experience and knowledge with you every step of the way. Your satisfaction is our top priority. Leighton Real Estate, serving families in eastern central Kansas for the last 50 years. Call 785-883-2379. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or visit LeightonRE.com.
KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM.
Seems anymore, everything is part of a chain. Department stores, restaurants, even medical clinics and hardware stores. There's one shining exception, however. Kansas State Bank. For 100 years, Kansas State Bank has been local people serving local people. Hometown people you know. If you really want your hard-earned money paying for a private jet for a billionaire CEO in New England, that's your business. If you think keeping your money right here in eastern Kansas is smarter, then you need to check out Kansas State Bank. MyKansasStateBank.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Bob Redeker, owner of Poncho's in downtown Ottawa. As you heard first here on KOFO, Poncho's is closing its doors on December 22nd so that we can return as Leon's in 2018. Until then, you can still enjoy all your favorites on the Ponchos menu. We want to thank you for your years of support, and we look forward to seeing you before our doors close in December, and again when we reopen as Leon's in 2018. You can still dine in or carry out. Ponchos, serving you since 1982 at 429 South Main, downtown Ottawa.
Chad Bruner, Director of the Ottawa Recreation Commission.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission would like to thank all of our volunteers for their service in helping with the ORC. These individuals play an important role in everything we do here. The time and effort the volunteers put in help us achieve our goals. From all the ORC staff and board members, the ORC would like to recognize and say thank you to all the volunteers, both past and present, for their service. Thank you.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission, bringing recreation to life.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Santa. Welcome back to the Santa Claus Show on KOFO. I'm Derek Chappell. Glad to have you with us here on this Monday evening. Pizza time 6:46, which means we've only got about 14 more minutes with Santa tonight. But don't fret, we'll be back again on Wednesday and Thursday with more of the Santa Claus Show here on KOFO. I believe we have a call on line one. Susan, is that you?
Merry Christmas, Susan.
Santa. Say hi. Hi.
Hi, Susan. How are you?
Good.
Good. How old are you, Susan?
Susan, can you hear Santa?
Yeah.
Yeah. How old are you, Susan? Susan?
Here.
What grade are you in?
First grade.
First grade? Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Are you excited about Christmas?
Tell him that. What? Tell me, can't hear him very good.
Can't hear very good. Let me turn this up a little bit for you, because I know Santa Claus is a long way away here in the North Pole. Let me see if I can do this a little better.
She can't hear very good.
Okay.
Let me try this a little better. This
All
one
right.
better. See if we can do that a little better, Susan.
Is that better, Susan?
Is that better? You can hear him better now.
Susan,
what the heck?
Why don't you tell Susan? Why don't you tell Santa Claus what you want for Christmas? Yeah.
I'll tell you what I did.
What did you do?
I was running up the stairs and I fell on my white leg.
You fell up the stairs?
Yeah. You didn't get hurt, did you?
My stairs are all metal.
They're metal stairs? I bet that hurt.
Yeah, that's what you wanted for Christmas. Tell them what you want for Christmas, babe. You know what?
What?
Zuma pony.
A pony?
I'm the Zuma pony.
Okay.
Zuma pony, okay. Santa's got that written down, I think, at the North Pole.
Yeah. What else would you like?
Mommy.
Mommy can help you. That's fine.
That's fine.
Honey. What?
Oh, money?
Money? Okay. All right.
At least that's what I think she said. That's fine by me.
Do you have your Christmas tree up, Susan?
Yes, your question. Yes, I do in treehouse.
Okay. And what decorations do you have on your Christmas tree?
I forgot.
Do you have a Santa Claus on your tree?
Or how about an angel?
Yeah, it's on top of the tree.
That's where it goes.
Excellent. Excellent.
Susan, I appreciate your call tonight, Susan. We hope you've enjoyed listening to Santa Claus, and I hope, he's going to be back here on the phone with us a few more times, so I hope you'll call back and talk to him again, okay?
Thank you, Susan. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Thank you.
Can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
My dolls were doing handstands, and my elf was doing a handstand with them.
Your elf was doing a handstand?
That's what elves do.
Santa, do you see elves do a lot of handstands there at the old workshop?
Do cartwheels and handstands and all kinds of stuff.
You know why elves do that, Susan?
What?
Because they're so excited about it, Christmas, and they have so much Christmas spirit, they just want to share it by doing heads over tails somersaults and handstands. That's what elves do. Susan, thank you for your call tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You have a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Susan. Ho, 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 ho.
Love calls like that. That is an energetic little kid right there. Susan, thank you for your call tonight. That's Susan, age 6, by the way. So if you're 6 or 66, it doesn't matter to us. Santa would love to talk to you. 242-1220 is our phone number. Santa, you have some more letters to share with us tonight?
I have a few more, yes. This is from Becky. Or excuse me, this is a different letter. Trey. This is from Trey. I want a Lightning McQueen. Let's see, what else here? I love cars, and I am trying to collect all of the cars from the movie There was a movie about that.
Lightning McQueen.
Lightning
I
McQueen,
love Lightning
yes.
McQueen. I'm sure you had a ton of requests for that when that movie first came out for Lightning McQueen. He's one of my favorites in the movie Cars.
Yep.
That's a great request right there.
He said, I've tried to be good, and I like candy canes. Love, Trey.
Trey, thank you for your letter, and we're so glad you dropped that off at the North Pole Express mailbox. Thank you, Trey.
This is a letter from Ava. Ava says, Dear Santa, I love you. I have been good sometimes. My Christmas list, she says, I want a new Barbie house, new Barbies that I really like, Polly Pockets, Princess Legos, a candy cane, Shopkins, and BB-8 Legos.
Fantastic list.
She made me a picture of a snowman and a picture of myself as well.
I couldn't have made a better list myself.
Thank you, Ava. I appreciate that.
That's a great list. And how about one more, and we got to take another quick break, and then we'll come back and talk to Santa again before we wrap the show up for tonight.
And this is from Maggie. Maggie says, Dear Santa, for Christmas, I would like blue leggings, an iPhone, cute shirts, Nike hoodie, candy and gum, a volleyball, black tie headbands, and movies. Thank you, Maggie.
Great list. We get some great letters in from a lot of kids in the listening area, and it's fantastic. I tell you what, when we come back after this break, I'm going to give you the list one more time where you can drop those off, because we have shows coming up Wednesday and Thursday here with Santa Claus, and we'd love a lot more letters to read, and we'd love to have those kids gather around the radio and hear Santa Claus read their letters. So we'll give you that list after this. More on the Santa Claus Show coming up on KOFO.
Ho, ho, ho. Here's your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast.
Hot coffee, delicious pizza, cold specialty beer, tasty breakfast burritos, your favorite cigar, and top-grade Cenex fuel. All for your convenience, and all at 7 Seaters on Highway 59 in Princeton.
Here's a look at your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast from the Bob Allen Ford Weather Center. Burn ban in effect for all 6 counties in the KOFO listening area tonight. And then overcast during the early evening tonight, then gradual clearing overnight. Breezy and a low of 25, and breezy the key word there. Tomorrow, sunny and high of 44. Tomorrow night, we're looking at mostly clear skies and a chilly low of 28. Wednesday, sunny, breezy once again, and a high of 58. Wednesday night, partly clear and a low of 31. And then Thursday, a 20% chance of showers afternoon. We could use the precip, partly sunny and a high of 44 on Thursday. Clear and 24 overnight on Thursday, and then Friday, sunny skies and a high of 48. Saturday, 57. Sunday, 51. Looks good. That's your forecast from the KOFO Bob Allen Ford Weather Center.
Some of the luckiest people in America live right here in eastern Kansas. That's because we have something few others do. A local bank that's not part of a large conglomerate. Kansas State Bank. For 100 years, Kansas State Bank has remained your local bank. With bankers and tellers you're just as likely to see at church as at the bank. People you know, people who know you. When Glenn H. Hill started this bank 100 years ago, he was intent on creating a bank by Kansans for Kansans, and it's still that way today. It's truly our bank. Member FDIC.
Our goal at Layton Real Estate is not to be the biggest real estate firm. Our goal is to be the best for you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, a move-up buyer, an investor, or maybe downsizing, you'll want Layton Real Estate's experience and knowledge with you every step of the way. Your satisfaction is our top priority. Layton Real Estate, serving families in eastern central Kansas for the last 50 years. Call 785-883-2379. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or visit LaytonRE.com.
Hey, this is Jake.
And this is Sheldon.
From High Tech Relief Center.
We provide managed IT services to...
Whoa. It's IT.
Oh, man.
Well, just hit Control-Alt-Delete and start again.
We provide managed IT services to Ottawa and the surrounding area.
So if you need help with your wireless network, website, security cameras, or just have general computer issues,
give High Tech Relief Center a call at 785-229-0541.
HTRCKC.com. Find us on Facebook at High Tech Relief.
El Sol Mexican Restaurant. Authentic Mexican dishes served right here in Ottawa. From appetizers to combination plates, specialty dishes to steak platters. And for los niños 12 and under, a fantastic kids menu. And don't forget their daily food and drink specials. El Sol Mexican Restaurant, open Monday through Thursday, 11 till 9. Friday and Saturday, 11 till 10. And Sunday, 11 till 3. At 210 South Main Street, right here in Ottawa. Find them online at OttawaElSolMexicanRestaurant.com.
Hi, this is Bob Redeker, owner of Ponchos in downtown Ottawa. As you heard first here on KOFO, Ponchos is closing its doors on December 22nd so that we can return as Leon's in 2018. Until then, you can still enjoy all your favorites on the Ponchos menu. We want to thank you for your years of support, and we look forward to seeing you before our doors close in December and again when we reopen reopen as Leon's in 2018. You can still dine in or carry out. Ponchos, serving you since 1982 at 429 South Main, downtown Ottawa.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Santa Claus here on the Santa Claus Show on KOFO. Derek Chappell, your host. We only got a few more minutes with Santa Claus for tonight, and did want to remind you again that he'll be here on Wednesday and Thursday for another couple of editions of the Santa Claus Show this week, and then we'll do it again right before Christmas as well the following week. Real quick, I want to remind you again where you can drop those letters off with your child to be sure Santa gets those at the North Pole, and we'll get those here read on the air with Santa Claus. Our title sponsor, Kansas State Bank location, Bob Allen Ford in South Ottawa, Morningstar Care Homes, Ottawa, and Baldwin City. Ottawa Recreation Commission at 15th and Ash, DIY Supply in South Ottawa, Pizza Time and Sears both downtown, Leighton Real Estate in Wellsville, High Tech Relief Center and El Sol both in downtown Ottawa, and Liberty Pond and Gold at 1st and Main. Look for those North Pole Express mailboxes, and you can get your letters sent off to Santa, and he'll read them on the air.
Yes.
Like this one.
Yes.
You got another one before we go, Santa?
Got another one. I got one from Autumn. Autumn is 4 years old. She says she wants Play-Doh, Minnie Mouse, Smurfs, a dollhouse, Trolls, and a Dr. McStuffins, and babies, and a mini bike. She says, love Autumn.
That's a great list. Thank you, Autumn. I loved Play. You know, the smell of Santa, the smell of Play-Doh to me is just, I love that smell. And I bet at the North Pole, that smell is just great because there's so much Play-Doh going on. I bet this just smells like Play-Doh.
Yes, it does.
Fantastic smell. See, we talked about traditions earlier, and we talked about singing, and we've talked about trees. Smells of Christmas, I think, is what we'll talk about on the next show. The smells of Christmas traditions. Like my hot chocolate I'm finishing right now.
Yep.
Oh, good stuff. You have any more letters for us tonight, Santa?
I have one more.
One more tonight, and then we will save the rest for next time.
This is from Emmy. Emmy says, Dear Santa, I want a Bird American Girl doll, and this is from Emmy. Thank you, Emmy.
American Girl dolls.
Yes.
My daughter's had a ton of those, and, well, I should say a ton of accessories. They go with American Girl dolls. And still a huge item. Love the American Girl dolls and what they're all about.
We do have an entire department specifically for American Girl dolls.
I bet you do, because they are fantastic dolls to play with. Not that I did, because I had daughters, so I played with them too. So it's all kinds of fun. Santa, I do appreciate you being here again with us tonight, and no better way to spend an evening like this than with the jolly old elf himself, having a lot of fun at the North Pole up there. And I know you're crunched for time. You've got 2 weeks from today. Well, 2 weeks from last night, you're out and about.
Yep.
So
I would like to say this, though, real quick, that because of the magic that just envelops the North Pole, we are busy, but it's not like we can't take time for you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure like you're getting the letters in. You've got some last-minute, you're getting a lot of last-minute requests in there.
A lot of last-minute requests. We have a lot of things to do.
So the elves are extremely busy.
Yeah.
And Santa's busy making sure everything's running. Oh, by the way, tell Mrs. Claus hello.
Sure will.
We talked to her last week. I hope we get to talk to her again before the holiday ends and the Santa Claus show ends in a couple of weeks here. So tell her hi. And I think on our show on Wednesday, we're going to have another special presentation, another special correspondence moment from our resident elf here, Foe, who is at the North Pole, as you know, and I appreciate you taking care of him up there. So, I think we'll do that on Wednesday. You've been listening to the Santa Claus Show on KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM. We will be back to do it again here on Wednesday with Santa Claus from the North Pole. Until then,
Merry Christmas.
Stay on that nice list.
Yes.
You've been listening to the Santa Claus Show. Tune in to KOFO 103.7 FM and 1220 AM on select nights at 6 from now until Christmas Eve. Check the KOFO Facebook page to find out which nights host Derek Chappell will be talking to the man in the big red suit. The Santa Claus Show was brought to you today by title sponsor Kansas State Bank and in part by DIY, Bob Allen Ford, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Morningstar Care Homes, Pizza Time, Sears Hometown Store, Leighton Real Estate, Liberty Pond and Gold, High Tech Relief Center, and El Sol Mexican Restaurant. Drop your letters off at any of those locations and tune in next time as Santa reviews your letters.
Information and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Here's the latest latest from ABC News. I'm Chuck Sievertson. The injured alleged bomber in New York City's Port Authority bus terminal this morning is a Bangladeshi national, Akayed Ullah. A law enforcement source says the bomb didn't function as intended. There were nails and other parts designed to cause injuries to more people. ABC's Lindsay Davis.
Authorities say that he told them he did it for ISIS. They say that he also mentioned the plight of Muslims over the years and historical grievances, but they say he did not mention the current controversy involving Jerusalem.
Through a spokesperson, the family says this: "We are heartbroken by the violence and allegations," and they add, "We have confidence that the justice system will find the truth behind this attack."
ABC's Gio Benitez. A suggestion from ABC News national security contributor and former Homeland Security counterterrorism expert John Cohen.
Even when the attacker is inspired by what they see online and operates independent of a terrorist group, they exhibit behaviors that people notice. What we have to do from an investigative perspective is better educate the public to recognize behaviors of concern.
After the mass shooting in Las Vegas that killed 58 people, some members of Congress called for a ban on bump stocks, the devices which allow a semi-automatic gun to fire faster, on news that the shooter had rigged his guns with the attachments. Now, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms says it has begun the process of determining whether certain bump stocks fall within the definition of machine guns, which would open them up to regulation by the government and possibly allow a ban. Illinois Congressman Adam Kinzinger led a group of House Republicans in requesting that ATF review back in October. Linda Lopez, ABC News.
3 women who accused Donald Trump of sexual misconduct and 5 senators calling for Mr. Trump to resign. White House spokesperson Sarah Sanders.
The president has addressed these accusations directly and denied all of these allegations, and this took place long before he was elected.
This is ABC News.
Getting back into the swing of things is never easy after the weekend. Start the week off right with a little me time and change your Mondays to Meditation Mondays. Find your Meditation Monday every week at Groupon.com or at the Groupon app by checking the health and fitness category for discounts and packages on yoga classes local to you. ABC's Daily Deal, sponsored by Groupon. Download the Groupon app and save up to $100 a week on what you do every day. Available on the Apple and Google Play App Store or visit Groupon.com.
I was just at Walgreens because I'm getting a common cold. Trust me, it's anything but common. I have a cough and chest congestion. Luckily, Walgreens is right around the corner with the right relief fast.